So dudes, today's a big day for this project for many reasons. First, our name has changed. There were simply too many play-to-earns out there. There was a play-to-earn.online, play-to-earn.net, play-to-earn this, play-to-earn that. So from now on, we are the crypto herd that feeds on the green pastures of crypto worlds. And damn! The grass on the hills of Axie Infinity are so green. It's a land of opportunity. That's why this project is going to leave its base layer and it's going to evolve into an Axie Infinity team made by scholars. In order to know how you can be part of this team, stay until the end. Some time ago we talked about Axie Infinity and its pastures were really green. But now with Ronin, all its trees are growing fruit, tasty Ethereum, sweet SLP, and that amazing AXS for us, the crypto herd, to fill our portfolios. So today we'll be talking about Ronin, everything about breeding, and in the end a special surprise. So Axie Infinity, here we go again! The last time I made a video about Axie Infinity, I told you dudes that probably breeding wasn't worth it because of the gas fees. But now, we are living a different reality. Ronin is pumping and there's many changes to the game. Now you can claim your SLP on Ronin without any cost, and soon you'll also be able to claim AXS on Ronin. Now you can sell Axies and land plots for free, and there will be a decentralized exchange on this sidechain, so in the future you'll be able to swap tokens there. The team also promised a fiat gateway, so you can trade Axie Infinity tokens for fiat directly on Ronin. So dudes, the team is working hard to make sure that players will be completely independent from the Ethereum network. But the most important thing is that now to breed and to morph your Axies, you no longer pay those nasty gas fees. Instead you pay 1 AXS plus the SLP amount, which goes from 200 to 2100 SLP depending on the breed count of the Axie. So that you have an idea, for virgin Axies that costs less than 20 USD and you have a new asset in your Ronin wallet. Since the fiat gateway and the decentralized exchange are still being built, you will still have to use Ethereum mainnet for some operations. Transfer AXS, SLP or Ethereum between the two networks, you have the Ronin Bridge, and there you still have to pay those gas fees. So this is the Ronin Bridge, really easy interface. So imagine you wanna buy some Axies, so Axies are on the Ronin network, and to buy them you need Ethereum there. So how do you do that? Very simple, you come to the deposit tab, you copy paste your Ronin wallet address, you copy paste your Ethereum wallet address, you select Ethereum, okay, you select the amount you want and you press next and you pay the gas fee to transfer Ethereum from the Ethereum mainnet to Ronin, okay, and like Ethereum you can transfer SLP or AXS. Now imagine you wanna sell SLP on some exchange like Uniswap, okay. So you can claim the SLP for free on Ronin and then you press withdraw. Okay, the same thing, you copy paste your wallet's addresses, you select SLP or any other asset, you select the amount and you press next and you pay the gas fee once again to transfer this asset from the Ronin network to the Ethereum network. Now to upgrade old SLP AXS, this is because AXS and SLP now have new contracts, okay, and here is where you can upgrade from the old contract to the new ones. So very easy, once again, you select AXS or SLP, you select the amount and upgrade my tokens, and once again you pay the gas fee. But if you deposit one of these tokens into the Ronin network, this will be made automatically. Okay, so this is the Ronin Bridge, really easy interface and simple as you saw. And now it's time to talk about breeding. To start breeding, you need two axes that are not related. So if those two axes are brother, they will refuse to commit the act. Dudes, there's no incest in the Axie world, okay? You need to spend 1 AXS to breed plus SLP. So I'm going to select this fellow here. Okay, breed count 0, this means he's a virgin. Dudes, there's nothing like the first time. You never forget. And now I'm going to select a lady for the fellow, okay? And 100 more SLP because she's a virgin too. Okay, so let's breed. Love is in the air. And there you go. Now we just give some privacy to these fellows for them to do it, you know, to have their moments. And now maybe I'm going to see an egg here somewhere. Okay, maybe if I refresh. Okay, I think this takes some time to update because they still say breed count 0. Okay, and they're not virgins anymore. They already had their moments, okay? So they're not virgins. They're already veterans, experienced sexual beings. Okay, so it took some time, but we have our egg here. And now these axes are already showing the breed count as 1. So they only did it once. It was an amazing experience and I'm sure they want to go second round. So let's breed them again. But this time, this one is going to be the active. Okay, and the other one is going to be the passive because the other one is already butthurt. He's like me, you know, after spending $100 in Ethereum gas fees to put the AXS inside the Ronin sidechain. So it's butthurt, so now they're going to change. This one is going to be the active, the other is going to be the passive. So select breeds, and as you can see, it's already showing 200 SLP, okay, because they're not virgins anymore. So find your Axie mate, there you go, time to switch, and let's breed. Ronin transaction, there you go, confirm, there you go. Love is in the air once again. Jesus, these Axies, they have a more active sexual life than me. They already did it twice. It's a very young spirit, you know. The blood boils fast. Here we go, second egg. Our Axies are with the breed count of 2 and they're happier than ever. So we just saw that when you breed, you spend AXS and SLP. So it comes with a cost, it's not free. Okay, so when you're breeding, you want to make sure that you have a good chance of getting the offspring that you want. And for this, you should consider the gene. So Axies are just like humans, they have dominant and recessive genes. Okay, so if you install the Freaks Axie extension on your browser, when you mouse over your Axies, you can see their genes. And genes are important because they determine which body parts the Axie is going to have. And body parts are important because they define which skills and stats the Axie has. Okay, so my Axie has these body parts. Okay, so this means that it's going to have these skills and these stats. So eyes and ears give you specific stats. Okay, then the back, the mouth, the horn, and the tail, they're each linked with a skill and they also give the Axie certain stats. Okay, so back pumpkin means that the Axie is going to have the October threat skill. Serious mouth means that the Axie is going to have the vegetal bite skill. Okay, so I think you get the idea. Now going back to the genes. Each Axie has D genes, R1 genes and R2 genes. So D stands for dominant. And these are the genes that are physically present on the Axie. So you can see them when you look into the Axie. And there's a 37.5% chance that these D genes will be passed to the offspring. Now, the recessive R1 and the minor recessive R2 you don't see them on the X. But they're still important because the offspring has a chance of getting one of these genes. Okay, so if you add all these up, you get 50%. So imagine this is a daddy, okay? So there's 50% here in the daddy, and the other 50% will come from the mommy genes. Okay, dudes, welcome to this amazing application I downloaded from the dark web. It's called Paint. So imagine that you're going to match Axie A with Axie B, okay? And for the body part, mouth, Axie A has these genes: dominant series, R1 series mouth, R2 zigzag mouth. And Axie B has dominant series, R1 zigzag, R2 series. So how do you know the chances of the offspring having a specific body part? Well, very easy. You add up all these percentages. So for the series mouth, since Axie A is dominant and R1 is series, you just add this up. Okay, so for Axie A, that's 37.5% from the dominant gene of Axie A and 9.375% from the R1 gene. Okay, and then you're going to add these percentages to the Axie B percentages. Okay, so since Axie B has dominant series, okay, that's another 37.5%, and R2 series, that's another 3.125%. Okay, you add all this percentage for the series gene, and you have a chance of 87.5% of child X is having series mouth. Now for the zigzag is exactly the same. So you have 3.125% from Axie A, from the recessive 2, okay, because recessive 2 gives this percentage, and then you have another 9.375% from the Axie B from the gene R1. Okay, and you add this up and you have a chance of 12.5% of the offspring having a zigzag mouth. And for all the other body parts, you do exactly the same. Okay, and for this, there is a tool that was built by the community. Okay, so how does this work? All you have to do is copy the IDs. Okay, so I'm going to copy the ID of this guy here. And now let's get the ID of the mommy. And let's see, copy and paste. Really simple, calculate. And now it's going to tell me which genes the offspring probably is going to have. Okay, so the offspring has like a 90% chance of getting puppy eyes, wherever that means, lotus ears, a series mouth. Now this is more important because these are the genes that are linked with skills, so they're even more important than the eyes and the ears. So they have a very high chance of getting serious, they have a very high chance of getting cactus. And this wasn't on purpose. Wasn't on purpose. So I bought these axes, so they're more or less the same, okay? And I bought them because I wanted offspring just like the parents, okay? So this is how you get an idea of which offspring you can get when you're breeding. And you should do this every time you breed, because I told you you're spending resources, okay? So you wanna make sure that you get the offspring that you want. Another thing you should consider when breeding is a feature that was implemented in one of the last updates. So if you come to the breeding simulator, which is another tool for breeding, there's many of these, it's telling me, attention, the recently discovered gene mutations are not included in the calculations. So as we saw with these two parents, I'm getting a high chance of getting serious mouths, the cactus horn, and so on, okay? But even though there's very high chances of getting these body parts, one of the genes can suffer a mutation and I can get like a horn from a bird, for example, okay? I don't think no one knows really, except the devs of course, the chances of this happening. But yeah, even though there's like very high chances you get specific body parts, there's the chance that you get a completely random gene, okay? So this is another thing you should consider. So time to do a bit more of breeding. So I got two discard bugs, they're almost pure bugs. This one is a pure bug and this one is almost pure. okay? So probably we're going to get offspring just like the parents, okay, if we don't get any gene mutations. Okay, so these are very strong Axies for PvP. I tested one of these today as a backliner, and it's a kick-ass backline Axie, okay? And Jesus, look at the eyes of this dude. Is obviously stone. I remember when I went to Chef Chawan in Morocco, I smoked some weed, you know, that they grow there in the mountains, and my eyes were just like this. So breed. I wonder what my Axies are doing when I'm away. There you go, let's breed. And I'm going to get another egg. So since I'm virgin, once again, it's the first time, just 200 SLP to breed these beauties. There you go, another egg. So I bought these two Axies today on the marketplace, and I chose virgin Axies. And I chose virgin because I would save money on SLP. So I did the maths, okay? And there were Axies that were exactly like this, cheaper but with a higher breed count. And I did the math, and I wanted to breed them, and I got to the conclusion that I would save more crypto like this by buying virgin Axies. So when you're like choosing Axies to buy, you should know what you want the Axies for. If you just want to play with them, doesn't matter if they have a high breed count. But if you want to breed them, the lower the breed count, the better. But sometimes having a low breed count means you're gonna pay more Ethereum for them, okay? So you should always do the maths and see if it's more profitable to buy them with a lower or higher breed count, okay? So dudes, we have arrived at the end of the video, and it's time for your special surprise. As I've mentioned, there's going to be the Crypto Herd Scholarship Axie Infinity team, and you can become part of that team too. How? 1. Like the video. 2. Join the Discord channel in the description. 3. Leave a comment only and only with your Discord name on this video. And 4. Subscribe with the notification bell on. On the 22nd of May, Greenwich time, midnight, I'll pick all the Discord names and I'll insert them on a tool. Out of all the Discord names that I collect, 3 will be randomly chosen for the Crypto Herd Scholarship Program. If you don't get elected, don't worry, because this is just the beginning of a huge project and there will be more giveaways. So dudes, if you like the video, hit that like button, music in the description, and if you wanna get more videos about crypto worlds full of green pastures, make sure you subscribe. In a week, I'll do a video with a few PvP matches with some of the Axies we just bred, and in the end, the 3 very first members of the scholarship team will be announced. See you next week. Cheers!